All right, let's get right to it. Today we're taking a deep dive into a tool called OneDoc AI, and we're here to answer one simple question. Is this thing actually worth your money? If you create any kind of content, proposals, or lead magnets online, you're going to want to pay very close attention.
So, let's be real for a second. Does this feel a little familiar? You know your service, your product, your coaching is top-notch. You pour your heart into a proposal, but you end up losing the client to a competitor. Not because they were better, but because their documents just looked more professional. Ugh, it is one of the most frustrating feelings, and it happens all the time.
And you know, that proposal nightmare is just one piece of a much bigger, much more annoying puzzle. The old way of creating content is just a series of bottlenecks. First, you spend hours, maybe even days, researching and writing. Then you get to wrestle with formatting a PDF, trying to get everything to line up. Then you either have to fork over a bunch of cash for a designer or fight with some clunky, complicated software. And after all that, you just email it out into the world with no idea who's reading it or what's working. It's a massive time suck.
Yeah, this whole process really is a creator's nightmare. It's a vicious cycle of wasted time that directly leads to lost sales and opportunities you didn't even know you missed. But let's put some numbers to this, because the scale of the problem is actually pretty shocking.
Okay, check this out. The data tells a really interesting story here. Almost half of all marketers agree that ebooks and similar lead magnets are their absolute best tool for getting new leads. They know this works. But look at that second bar. Less than a third of them are actually making more than one of these things every 3 months. So why the huge gap? Well, it's that bottleneck we just talked about. It's just too slow, too difficult, and too expensive to do it consistently.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. In today's market, it's not enough to just have great information. If your free lead magnet looks like it was thrown together in Microsoft Word back in 1999, people will assume the quality of your paid work is just as low. Your free stuff has to look and feel premium, otherwise you're just getting scrolled right past. Presentation is everything. So, we've laid out the problem. It's a big one. It's a pain. But what if you could just sidestep that whole bottleneck? Well, this is where OneDoc AI comes into the conversation, claiming to be the solution. So what is it exactly?
The simplest way to think about it is like having an AI agent on your team that's a specialist in creating documents. The big promise is that it handles the entire workflow, the planning, the writing, the graphic design, the formatting, so you can create stuff that looks amazing and actually converts without needing a whole team of people to help you.
And they claim the process is dead simple, just 3 steps. First, you just tell the AI what your document should be about, give it a topic or a keyword. Second, you get to tweak the look and feel with a really easy drag-and-drop editor. And third, you publish it and share it out to the world. The whole thing is designed to be super fast and intuitive. Okay, now we're at what I think is the most important part of any tool review. Because look, a tool can have all the cool features in the world, but if it's not made for you, then it's a waste of money. So, let's get really honest about who's going to get a massive win with OneDoc AI, and, just as importantly, who should probably just skip this offer.
This chart really clears things up. So on the left, this tool is an absolute home run for coaches, course creators, consultants, agencies, basically any solopreneur or small team that needs to create lead magnets, proposals, and reports fast without being a design expert. Now on the right, if you're a giant enterprise with a whole in-house design team, or you're a professional graphic designer who lives and breathes Adobe Illustrator, this is not for you. It's not trying to replace those super complex tools. It's built for speed and efficiency for the rest of us.
All right, so now that we know who it's for, let's connect the dots. How exactly does OneDoc AI take on those big, frustrating problems that we talked about at the start?
You know what I'm talking about, right? The blank page nightmare. You open up a new document, ready to create that game-changing ebook, and you're just met with that blinking cursor, taunting you. It is the ultimate killer of creativity and productivity.
Well, OneDoc AI basically declares war on the blank page. First off, its AI can generate a whole structured document just from a single keyword. You are never, ever starting from zero again. Second, it's packed with over 50 professionally designed templates, so you have a great-looking foundation right from the start. And third, if you get stuck writing a certain part, the AI Writing Assist is right there to help you out. The blank page is just not a problem anymore.
And this is where the real value starts to compound. The old way means you're juggling, 3 or 4 different monthly subscriptions?
One tool for your ebook, another for proposals, a third for presentations. It's expensive, and your branding is all over the place. The OneDoc AI way brings all of that under one roof. It's one platform, one single payment, and your branding is perfectly seamless from that first lead magnet all the way to the final sales presentation.
And it solves a bunch of other headaches too. You know that endless email chain trying to find the final version of a document? Gone. It has real-time sync. Done paying for cheesy stock photos? The AI image generator creates unique visuals for you on demand. And my personal favorite, you can stop guessing if people are actually reading your stuff. The built-in analytics show you who reads your documents and for how long. That's a game changer.
Okay, so the features are solid. It solves some very real, very painful problems. But what about the price? Right now, there's a special lifetime deal on the table, and this is where the decision gets really, really easy. Okay, let's just put it out there. During this launch period, the price for lifetime access
is $39.
And let me be perfectly clear, because this is important. That is a one-time payment. You pay it once, you own the tool forever. No more monthly subscriptions for this. Plus, it includes a commercial license, which means you can actually create these documents for clients and charge them money for it. The tool could pay for itself with just one tiny project.
And as if that wasn't enough, they are just stacking the value to the ceiling with bonuses. You get that commercial license, access to a private community, a whole system for attracting clients with templates, premium access to a QR code tool, and a full-blown agency-in-a-box toolkit. They claim the total value is nearly $1,000, and it's all just included with that $47 purchase right now. It's kind of wild.
All right, we've covered the problem, the solution, who this is perfect for, and the incredible deal on the table. So it's time to put it all together and give you the final verdict. Is OneDoc AI actually worth it?
So here's our final take. This is an absolute no-brainer investment if, and this is a big if you are one of these people. If you're a coach, a creator, or a consultant, and you are just tired of wasting time on design. If you want to create professional lead magnets and proposals in minutes, not days. If you want to save money by consolidating a bunch of different software tools, then yes, this tool is absolutely worth it, especially at this lifetime deal price.
And honestly, what seals the deal and makes this an even easier decision is this right here. It has a 14-day, 100% no questions asked money-back guarantee. So you can grab it, use it for 2 full weeks, and if it doesn't totally change your workflow, you just get a full refund. There is literally zero risk to you.
But here is the final and most important point. This incredible lifetime offer is not going to be around forever. This is a special launch price. As soon as this launch period ends, the price is going to switch to a monthly subscription. So if this sounds like the solution you've been looking for, now is the time to make a move. Click the link down in the description below to lock in your lifetime license before that price goes up for good.